Okay.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I said okay. Okay. Dang, sensitive.
I'm asking you.
No, I'm not making fun of you. I was trying to say something so you could hear me. Like test. You want me to just be all boring and say test, test, test?
You can never be boring, Lorisi.
That's what I say, but hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
we're horses.
And shits for cows. Wait,
Is that really the thing? Is that the saying?
probably not. I'm probably messing it all up.
Hold on, let me
Horse
see.
and cows shit. Why did they say my brother used to tell me that. Hates
About
for
the cow.
horses and shits for cows.
But cows eat
Cows
grass.
don't
I
eat
thought it
shit, do they?
in pasture. What is that thing?
Hello?
Are you frozen or is it me? Oh no. Oh no. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing.
Your screenshot was like,
It look yours too, but I think it's mine. Where is the internet? Oh, here it is. Internets.
internet, the internets. Where's the internets?
Connect to the internets. I look like I have a venereal disease, but I promise you it's just because I fuck up with my lips when I have anxiety.
I wouldn't have said anything. And now I'm thinking venereal disease. Put some Carmex on it, man.
I haven't been a hoe in so long that I could not have anything. And if I do, a certain someone owes me an explanation.
I know, immaculate sex. Wait.
You know, it was the Three Wise Men Day last Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the baby. For those of you Isle cats and kittens that don't know anything about this Mexican tradition, we celebrate the Three Wise Men Day, which is and have a cake kind of like King's Day. I think it's the New Orleans thing, where they have a cake too that looks very similar. It must be some sort of religious tradition that, because for us it's a religious, Catholic thing. But so you get little plastic babies inside the bread, and if you get the baby, you have to throw a party. So essentially, Mexicans start celebrating the holidays. Back in the day, we didn't celebrate the white Christmas like Santa Claus and all that shit, right? We just celebrated baby Jesus's birthday and all that. But we started partying December 12th is the Virgin of Guadalupe's birthday. December 16th, the posadas start. So posadas are parties where you go to your neighbors, because in Mexico, we're more neighborly. So you go to your neighbors, you see, like hang out, you party, and you essentially like all these following days, you do it in different houses around the neighborhood. Every neighbor not has to, but it's like, oh yeah, I invite you to a posada, Then finally we get to December 24th, same deal, Christmas Eve, December 25th, baby Jesus' birthday, and we celebrate. Then New Year's. Then January 6th, we have the Three Wise Men Day. Then so on January 6th, whoever gets the baby has to throw a party February 2nd. So really, we don't stop partying until February 2nd, bro.
You know what? I want to be part of that culture. I'm not a culture vulture, am I?
No. Oh, now that you say that, I had a super cool, not topic, but thoughts about that. But it wasn't part of my agenda today, but it was about that whole vulture. You know what? I think where I got it from, I think I was watching the Andrew Schultz special on Netflix that he just put out like a few weeks ago. And he talked something about, I'm not sure if it was this, don't quote me. You know how I am. I'm always saying wrong things on this podcast.
I'll write it down.
But it's something about how you can't really, or maybe I watched it on the Brilliant Idiots podcast, but you can't really do vulture culture because America is like a pot, like a gumbo, like it's a pot of different cultures. So somebody was, I guess, saying, how can you vulture culture? Because otherwise you would have to act like Europeans act. And that would be the only way that you don't vulture culture, because you come from Europeans. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's kind of like the what is that melting pot theory, where we're just a big melting pot.
Yeah, and I still think that there's vulture cultures out there, but the point was interesting. I'll have to go back and
I get
revisit.
that. I mean, I think all cultures have similar, gathering things like that. Oh, I have to tell you about this cultural thing. I'm on this food blog and somebody showed a picture of, you know, the taco seasoning that they sell.
Yeah.
It's McCormick's taco seasoning, and they're like,
I
"Do
know,
you
and I'll
guys?"
tell you real quick why I know is because this lady was cooking tacos for me one time, and then I'm like, "What are you putting, or what kind of tacos are they?" Because we have so many different. And she's like, "Well, the taco season, I put in the taco seasoning." And I'm like, "Taco seasoning?" And then I thought she was full of shit until one time I was at Walmart and I saw and it says taco seasoning. So I was like, "Oh fuck, I didn't know they sell that." But anyway, sorry, Larissa.
Oh no. And they show this picture and it is a Mexican recipe food blog. And I'm like, oh, that's for white people tacos. And and all these people were like, saying LOL, LOL. And this other, I think she was Mexican or Latina, or she's like, yeah, that's what we call them too. And then there's this white chick that says, why do you always have to bring race into it? And I was like, well, most people were like, that shit is gross because it has like too much salt, too much like MSG. And I was like, well, and then I
It's
was
so
like,
easy to
oh,
get that flavor anyway. You know what I mean?
I was like, just jokes. I'm an old white lady too. Don't be offended, but that stuff is gross. I use, natural, like real onions, real garlic, real just salt and pepper and maybe some
Human.
cumin. But
Hey,
this
it's true
lady's
though.
like,
My
why do
grandma
you have to
cooked
bring
with
race
cumin a lot.
into it? I'm like,
You know
come
what?
on.
I have a theory about those people because I've encountered this before. Either because first I was like, these are white people that get uncomfortable with the topic of race and shit. But no, because then it happened with someone that I know that's of Hispanic background. So I'm like, interesting. That's when when I have my epiphanies and you get the little meme with all the equations and shit. But I think it's something in them that either something makes them uncomfortable about talking about race, which is, I don't know why it would make you uncomfortable unless you're racist, and you're
Well,
afraid
I
of
don't know.
saying
I
something.
figure I could say that because I was white as well, but I've used that stuff, but it's not like I've had like real tacos, like good tacos. So the seasoning is just, I don't know. But
Well,
I was just like, and most of the people were like, that stuff is gross, that stuff, even from white people, and most, Hispanic people are like, oh my God, that's so funny. It is white people. Or they were comparing it to Taco Bell. Like, oh, that's Taco Bell
oh,
tacos.
Taco Bell has like, I don't know what their secret recipes are, but it does have like a variation of that seasoning. Because, like I said, I've had that seasoning before. I was super curious about it. I'm like, especially because there's so many different tacos, bro, that when I saw taco seasoning, I'm like, which one? Like, which one do you
I
guys
mean,
are selling? Because
you
that'd
could
be cool if I
put
could buy it already and put it on any type of meat and it'll taste the same.
I was watching Anthony Bourdain, and he was in California, Southern California, and he was interviewing this guy from San Diego, and I think he was a chef. And they went to the Sizzler, and he made a taco. He got the taco shell and put spaghetti in it, and then like spices, and then he ate it. And he's like, "This is a spaghetti taco." I was like,
Wait a
"Oh."
minute, wait a minute. So he made some taco meat with what, ground beef, maybe?
No, he got a taco shell from how Sizzler has the like taco kind
So
of,
it was just the shell with spaghetti on top of it?
yeah.
And then he threw the seasoning in there?
He got the taco shell and then he put spaghetti and then, lettuce and onions and he ate it like it was a spaghetti taco. I was like,
That
Okay.
shit sounds fucking disgusting, bro. Was he
I
trying to
know.
prove that you use the seasoning and anything could be
I
a taco?
think it was a joke, but I was like,
That
no,
sounds fucking gross. And I like my
that's not
spaghetti in different ways. I like different flavor of pastas, but that shit sounds disgusting, bro.
like at your house when we had barbacoa tacos. I
Oh,
mean, that
see?
is the real thing.
And that's a type that I myself don't know how to make it. That I didn't want to say what they were made out of because it's from, and I don't know if you know, it's made from
You
the
told me
the cheek of the
New
cow.
York and New Year's Eve. You told me everything.
So people could be freaked out like you. I'm eating a cow's face, but I mean it's fucking delicious, those cheeks. Hey,
You're,
speaking
you're
of
already
that,
eating its intestines. Like,
yeah, you guys eat everything. Speaking of that, have you noticed I'm getting like some puffy cheeks?
no, but
Yes, I
I
am.
noticed I have a double
Me
chin.
too, bro. I noticed because I was looking at some of our old podcasts and I had more of a defined, face. And I was like, oh, I see.
Oh my gosh, I
And I
went
had
to
to, right? If I got this
I
little
have
tire
to
going on.
I think I saw your well, I don't want to offend you, but I saw kind of
You're
well
like
this
my stepdad. I don't want to say anything, but you're fat.
no, there was this person that had sweatpants
Uh-huh.
and a t-shirt and a jacket, and I think she had a hat, but she was super skinny, and I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh, that sounds like my outfit, bro. Was she wearing Tim's?
I just saw, like, the sweatpants, and
That's funny.
he was, like, walking like
Oh, with the butch walk and everything.
like she knew who she was.
Okay. Well,
I
you
don't
know
wanna
when
say I don't wanna categorize butch or whatever.
well, I can if I want to. You know how you could tell uh if you see someone walking a woman if she's gay or not is because she walks like she doesn't really shake her hips. And I feel it's because straight women subconsciously even shake their hips when they walk because they're like, you know, look at how cute I look.
Trying to
And
attract the
and yeah, they're
opposite,
trying to attract the opposite. And
like
gay
a
women
peacock.
gay women is the opposite. We're trying not to attract because we naturally, attract the opposite sex. Not that I'm saying naturally because we're so hot, just because we're females and men want to fuck, but and procreate. But so I think we unconsciously do it so we don't attract, because we're like we don't need anything, so don't look at me. And then you know how to could tell if a gay guy like by walking, if it's a gay guy it's because they don't swing their arms for some reason. And I think it's because they're trying to stick up their chest and their butt and they forget and they leave their arms like so most like 99% of gay guys walk without moving their arms. They don't swing it. But anyway, hey, let's get this shit started, bro. Testing, 1 2, test 1 2. ¿Qué onda, güey? We are the Bodega Cats.
Cats.
And you, IO cats and kittens, are keeping it lit. I am 50 for peaches.
Larizi here.
Yes, Lord Racy. Yes, Lord Racy. Lord Racy needs her
Yeah.
little Rasta horns. Salud, Lord Racy.
Salud.
So there's so much to talk about this week, bro.
Oh my god.
We are
Okay.
potting on a Sunday. So happy Sunday, homie. Which feels pretty relaxed. I'm tempted to change our day, bro. Like this felt so relaxed.
Yeah, yesterday, oh my god, I was in bad shape, bro.
Did you were hanging out with a family member? Were you able to?
Yes, I barely, but we had like she wasn't able to visit during Christmas, so we had like a Christmas with
Oh,
my nieces and my great nieces, and it was really nice. My niece had a smoked turkey and stuffing. and mashed potatoes. But that morning on Friday night, I woke up. I don't know if I don't know. I had some alcohol. I don't know if
Overdid it?
I just had too much alcohol, but I think I ate something like some ribs or something because I woke up and like I was throwing up and I had diarrhea. So
Fuck.
yeah, and so all day I just drank water and then I went over there and I didn't eat anything, so I had some turkey and mashed potatoes and we just kicked it and I it started snowing because I was gonna spend the night over there, but I was like, I don't want to
Oh,
be in.
you were there. I thought they were coming to your.
No, my house is in. I'm redesigning it right now,
Good
so
for you. You know, the picture you sent me when we were talking about the thing, it looked different. I couldn't figure it out, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, bro. Good for you. That's a good fucking thing.
yeah, I want to mount it on the wall, but I don't know about the studs. I need to find my stud finder. It's somewhere in my garage.
That's easy, bro. Even if we don't find them, I mean, everybody like there's solutions to everything, bro. Have you seen and I just saw this recently, the new there's a commercial, and I don't even know which bank it is, with Lynette, the from What Burqueños Say.
Yes,
Shit Burqueños Say. Have you seen the new commercial? Because I was watching football weekend,
like
and
just
that
bring
shit is
cookies,
funny, bro.
don't hug.
Yeah, she's fucking funny. She's fucking hilarious. I can't wait to see her. Like, that shit is funny, bro. We gotta get her on the pod, bro. That she's
Oh
a
yeah, it's the
she's
new year.
she's a local star, bro. Shit. As a matter of fact, let me some gunshots. Not gunshots.
Ganja,
Scratch that.
ganja.
Some gunshots, but
Oh,
I'm stealing that from the Joe Budden. Scratch that. Some Rasta horns. Is that too loud?
no. Have you seen that?
Sorry, go ahead.
Have you seen the lady that got maced? What's her name? She's from Tennessee or something. She was on video that she was.
Yes.
What was
You
her
know,
name?
I don't know. Who
Allison.
gives a fuck about their fucking names? I want to talk about obviously what happened last week because it's a big fucking deal. But before we get to that, because it's like pretty much the chunk of we're gonna get caught up in this conversation like for hours. We haven't really talked, you and I, so I know we're gonna get we have a lot to say about this. So before we get into that like fucking deep, super fucking depressing shit, which I also led me to another story that I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about or not, because I wanted to tell you, but we haven't had a chance, and it just happened yesterday. So I was like, either I have to text you and tell you this, or sometimes I feel like I went through a lot of our pods, and I feel like you open up and you're vulnerable. And I seem like some people might think that I'm vulnerable because I say shit, but I'm just talking a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? And I feel like you say things that are super deep and real about you and your feelings and emotions and shit and what you go through. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to just like, in Spanish, we have this phrase where it's like just fucking stuck. How do you say suck it up and do it? But our phrase is like just tie one of your balls up real tight and just fucking do it, so I'm gonna tie one of my balls up and or tie my sack or whatever you would translate.
Oh, your
and,
sack.
and just fucking say it.
Sack.
And again, I might edit it, but before we get to all that shit, we always saying how, or I am always saying that once we get to the 100th episode, then we'll like really speak up, or I will really like say stories and tell stories that are fucking crazy and ratchet. I think that the bar, and it's not because I'm getting scared because we're getting close. I think is the bar should be when we get the 100 followers on YouTube, because that's the goal that we set for ourselves so long ago. So once we get that, because I just feel like I was looking back again, like I said, I watched a lot of our podcasts and heard a lot of our podcasts in the last couple of days. And we're like literally just like, even if it's even if it's just the thought that we had in the moment, we were like free and open and vulnerable with it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, these people are literally can go back and hear all this shit as many times as they want and like judge it and whatever. I was having a vulnerable moment, obviously, this weekend, right? And I felt weak and I hate, that's like, I hate that shit. But I'm like, you could go back and listen to every fucking thing we've said and essentially could use it against us. You know what I mean? And I started feeling super like, oh, fuck, I'm saying too much. And then I got over it. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, give me what I want, which is I want the 100 subscribers. And then I'll open up and tell you these stories that are fucking ratchet, hilarious. You're going to love them. But again, my fucking shit is out there. So, I had a thing where a person in my past popped up and I'm like, no, I don't want you here. Like,
no, play the no, 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 no,
finally trying to feel good about myself, feel safe and shit and good and secure inside, and I'm like, no, get away. So I started, I guess, feeling, oh, fuck, they're probably listening to the podcast. They're probably this, they're probably that. And then I don't know why I got this like insecurity moment, but I'll just tell you something real quick. What happened? Fuck it. I'll just tell you last night.
Real quick.
So I know, you know what that means. I'll try to tell the story less long than what it is. I was invited to a get together, a small get together. And I was like, we're not supposed to be doing this, but it was it's someone that's really important to me, and it was a occasion. Is that what occasion? That was important. It was important. It's important. Any other year, this is one of the things that I'm like, no, I have to celebrate this with this person because it's important. So I'm like, whenever and it's funny because whenever I talk to this, obviously it's a very somebody really close to me, and whenever I talk to this person about this situation, about my anxiety and my deep fucking emotional problems, this person always laughs. It's like, nah, it's just in your head, you're amazing, you're perfect. I'm like, okay. Which it feels good to think that they think I'm good, but I'm literally saying I'm fucking dying and they're like, nah, you're fine. You know what I mean? So anyway, but anyway, you know how I am. I'm super dramatic. So I'm like, I'm fucking dying. And then tomorrow I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. But in the moment, I'm like trying to say something. But anyway, my point is that this person has always said that my anxiety is in my head and I just need to get over it. Well, I was like supposed to do this gathering and it was last minute to me, even though that I know every year when it's coming, but because of the situation with COVID and everything, I didn't think that it was going to be a regular thing. Right. So I was like, fuck. And then I'm like, you know what? Just get over it. So I did everything that I could to make myself feel good. And I'm not going to say it because that is literally too much, telling you how I take care of myself mentally, emotionally, and everything.
I think you said it already, but
I probably have. But so anyway, I'm like, nah, get it together. So I was like, you know what? That's why I ordered a total wine order yesterday. I was like, let me get some liquor and that will force me to go get it. And then from there, because I was going to get some beer to take to the gathering, right? Anyway, just to make it less long, go get the beer and it starts snowing. It said it was going to start snowing at a certain time and it didn't. So when it didn't, I'm like, fucking New Mexico, fucking New Mexico plus global warming equals our weather is crazy shit, right? So I'm like, it didn't snow, but as I'm driving over there to get the alcohol, it's fucking crazy on the freeway. So I already have this anxiety that I know it's about to pop up, but I'm trying to like swallow it and put it like deep in me. And I'm like, no. It like, even so-and-so says it's not real. It's not real. I'm fine. So I go over there, like the madness of the people. And I'm like, am I covered enough? Did I touch anything? Like I'm already started getting freaked out. I get the fucking alcohol. I drive to this person's house. And this person doesn't even know this. In a regular situation, even if it was you who I did this to, you would never know this. I would never tell you. So you don't know how many times this has happened to me. This is not the first time. But I drive to the person's house, I parked, and it keeps snowing. And I'm like, okay, if it keeps snowing and I can only have 2 drinks, I was telling myself, because If it doesn't stop snowing, how am I going to get home? I don't want to get pulled over, blah, 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 this and that. So all this stuff starts getting in my head. Then I see that there were several vehicles parked outside of this person's house. And I'm like, oh my God, am I being ratchet? Like, just because it's fucking 2021, am I not caring about COVID? So I started getting this fucking anxiety, bro, that it was just like, I couldn't handle it. So I parked the car there for a bit, turned off the lights, thought about it, and I was like, this person really like cares anything about me, I think they'll understand, because I think I would understand too. And even though, like I told you, I don't tell my friends or my people when things like this happen. I just like hope and wait like for them to just be like, oh fuck it, she's just a mess anyway. She always does this, she's always late, she's always this and that, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna use that shit. Fucking turned around, bro. Came home, smoked a joint, didn't even drink. And I was just like, fuck. And I felt really bad because I feel bad that I did this to this person. Again, I haven't apologized, and I don't know if I even will, but it was just this anxiety that I got. And I thought, like, after 2021 and after the election and everything calmed down for me, that I thought that I would not have this anymore. You know what I mean? On top of the thoughts that I was having last night was like going back to work where things are not even like, you know how they say the vaccine now, there's other strands and other things happening. And I'm like, I don't feel safe and shit. But anyway, point of the story is I have full on fucking anxiety attack, bro. I was like,
Oh my God.
I got scared, bro.
Dude, I'm just saying you're not alone, because, you know, my work, you know what I do, and
We work for the community.
the people are freaking out, and they're just concerned about just because the powers that be are safe in their little towers, but we're the peons, and we have to be in the trenches. And they're like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We have to be in the trenches, but they're in their ivory tower, but we're just like, essential workers. They've been doing this shit, and they haven't had any compensation for anything. And now it's getting real because people need to go back to work, and the vaccines are not coming quick enough. So I don't know it. And the same, like, with my family, like, I don't know, I felt like, I don't know, they isolate me because actually I heard that Arizona has the highest cases in the world.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where my family lives, and they want me to come and visit. In fact, my family was asking me why I didn't come for Christmas or New Year's, and I was like, dude, I don't want to get COVID and die, and I don't know.
No, I feel you, bro. You know, I was watching one of my ratchet shows that I haven't seen in a while. It's a reality show that got stopped. It's filmed in Atlanta. And I was watching it finally, because there's like 5, 6, 7 different versions of it. So one of them finally popped up, and I was like, oh, let me see the first episode. What's up? And of course, it's about how the beginning of the pandemic and everything. But they were talking about it like, oh, this is fucking crazy. And a lot of them are, Atlanta almost like never really faced the fucking COVID, even though they did. So one of the girls gets COVID, and it freaks everybody out. And all of a sudden, everybody's like, whoa, what the fuck? So it's like all of a sudden it hit home, because these essentially they're entertainers, even though they're not like, obviously they're not famous, that's why they're doing these shows, but they're entertainers. They're getting paid for, I think they get paid $1,000 per episode, plus on top of the grind that they have going on the sites. But it's like, yeah, once the fucking shit hits you close, and it's like, oh, it's real. So that's why one of the guys was just like, it was like COVID's there, but it's not there. You know what I mean? So he's like, oh, that was his daughter. And he's like, she literally just went on one trip to Miami for 2 days. And now she has COVID. So can you imagine that you've been so good this whole year and you go on this one trip for like a few days and then fuck? Ah,
Yeah.
bro.
One of my friends on Facebook, I knew him way back, like when I was going to college. He said he got COVID. He tested positive. He has sniffles but he said he wears a mask everywhere. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't know where he got it from.
Yeah,
So
I have one of my fuck. What's
hold on.
it? Yeah, can you hear me?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay, go for it, homie.
Okay, can we take a break?
Yeah, I'll get a drink. I can't find the hole.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I gotta tell you something real quick.
Real quick.
My landlord was over here doing some work. And he comes over and he's all, how's everything? How's the new person? Everything cool? And I'm like, yeah, everything's great. Then, like I told you, I've been like going over our last podcast. Fucking hate my neighbor, that fucking bitch. I was like, whoa. I apologize, neighbor, if one day you listen to this podcast. I was having a bad day, bro. But anyway, nah, my neighbors they're pretty all right. They're all right. They're not great. They're all right. But what were you? Oh, dude, remember? So again, last podcast, I was craving a hot dog, doghouse hot dog. Remember?
Yes.
And so I forgot, but subconsciously, I guess I've had it in my head for a while. So anyway, the other day, I finally was like, let me get my fucking hot dog. I got a fucking stimulus. I can get a hot dog. So I get the hot dog, bro. I get 2 long-foot chili cheese dogs and some fries or something. So I get it. I'm super excited. Open the fucking, shit to get it. And I see a little hair sticking out, bro.
Oh!
No! So I grab it and I pull it, bro, and it keeps going and going and going. Fucking long ass hair in my long foot hot dog, bro. Chili long foot hot dog. But yeah, that was like, is this karma? Is this like is the universe telling me something? Which, speaking of the universe, I have to go back to it, but it was pretty good anyway. I ate that shit. No, but I did want to go back to the universe thing. I had somebody, I mentioned the somebody popping up from the past, and I've had like more than one that I mean exes situations, right? So I'm like, I feel like, oh my fucking God, the universe knows that I'm happy and they're coming to get me, bro. They're coming to get me. So I'm like, thank God that I don't feel like I have the perfect job, and because I'm like, nah, bro, like I'm okay. I'm not 100% happy, you guys. So don't come at me, please. Stay where you're at. Stay under the rock from which you came from, please. But anyway, speaking of jobs, you know what I realized the other day? So I've been cutting my mom's hair and my stepdad's hair and my nephew kind of a little bit. So I've been cutting hair, right? And I was thinking the other day, because my mom and I hardly ever have a chance to have a conversation, because either my stepdad's around, my nephew, like we can never have like a mother-daughter conversation,
Yes.
I used to think like we need to go out more, her and I, to have like little lunch dates and things so that we can chat more, because I really appreciate her conversations. And I realized we haven't really had those because, we've always been in the same room. So when I was cutting her hair, we were having a conversation and nobody can interrupt us, because if you do, I can cut her ear off, So it's like nobody can really interrupt us. So anyway, we were having a really good conversation, and I had an epiphany, bro. I'm like, maybe this whole time that I think that my career, that I want to be a counselor or a therapist or something like that, where I have to go back to school, maybe all I got to do is get my cosmetology degree, bro. Because if you think about it, we had such a good conversation, my mom and I. And if you think about it, like, you know how they say that your hairstylist is your therapist, but think about this, like, because I really thought about this, bro, the pros and cons. One, of course, the schooling is less, the money is less that you put in, because less time, less money, less brain work, you know, to get it done. No offense to hairstylists, but like, it's less brain work than fucking getting a master's in, you know, clinical therapist or something like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, but bro,
You're frozen.
Fuck. Am I
You
frozen again? Hold on.
Hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can
now?
hear you. But bro, just to finish my thought about the hairstyle, I don't know how much you heard, but like, so less work, less studying, less money, less time, and less responsibility, bro. Did it freeze again?
She's frozen.
Fuck. God damn it. Is it me or is it you? Testing, testicle testes, testicle testes, testicle testes, testicle testes, bro. Testes. 1, 2, 1, 2. There you are. What the fuck? I have no idea, bro. I'm like over here talking, having a good old conversation, and then all of a sudden I hear, oh no, she's frozen again. So it must be me, because I'm still like good. Eventually you freeze too, but anyway, real quick, just to finish the story, it's just like, so hairstylist, cosmetology degree, less school, less money, less responsibility, because I can hear your problems and I can talk. Like, I was talking to my mom and telling her things, like, you know, but then again, she can't come back and sue me and be all like, oh, you said to do this and it didn't work. And like, hey, I'm just your hairstylist. I just gave you my opinion and shit. But I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, if I was watching the story about what's his face, that rapper that he pays $1,000 for his haircut every month. I'm like, I can live with having a few clients for $1,000 a month, or even if it's 500, 3, whatever. And it's like, I'll give you that therapy. You can't blame me if something goes wrong, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, hey, you know, I cut your hair, I listened to your stories, and I gave you some opinion and some advice and shit. So maybe that's the way to go, bro. I guess it's the pay versus the responsibility. What do you want more? Do you want more pay with the responsibility? Or do you want less pay with less responsibility? And, you know, being my ratchet self that I'm just trying to live because I'm tired of surviving, is like, give me the less pay with less responsibility and I'll be all right. If it wasn't because you can never stop working, that would be fucking ideal. Anyway, hopefully we don't get these fucking... I don't know what the fuck is going on with my internet, bro. I wanted to talk to you again, we don't have to really get into this, but again, because I've been going over our podcast. Do you think that I watch too much porn? Because when I was thinking of how to open this podcast today, I thought, oh, I got this other story about this porn I was watching. And then I went through the podcast and I'm like, whoa, it sounds like I'm fucking addicted, bro. And I'm not. Once, twice a week, that's not a big deal, right? I don't know. I sound like a fucking porn addict in the podcast, bro.
Oh, no. I have no comment.
Bro. Well, let's see. Mental stability. That was part of my whole thing of like, if I cut hair instead of be a therapist, my mental stability is going to be fine, because I'm going to come home and I'm not going to really like, oh, fuck, I ruined that lady's life. Now I'm going to be like, well, I gave her my opinion and a good haircut. She gave me a tip. Speaking of tips, IO Cats and Kittens, if there's a donation button on our YouTube channel now, so feel free to go to Cash App and donate to $ Bodega Cats for yours truly. Hey, a tip doesn't hurt anybody. Just a tip, you guys. Hey.
From every person would be like
That's what she said.
$60.
Hey, give a buck or two for us to, a donation for a tip for. Hey.
Buy new mics. We could buy new internet.
Robot. Just kidding, you guys. But no, for real. There's a donation button.
For real.
There's a donation button on the YouTube channel. Hey, IO Cats and Kittens, have you ever heard of the Bodega Cats? If you're ever bored and wonder what the fuck is life all about anyway, go ahead and listen to the Bodega Cats on YouTube, Spotify, or Soundcloud every week here, just for you. It's lit.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah.
Commercial. End of commercial.
Motherfuckers. I mean, are you sipping on gin and juice?
I'm sipping on gin and tonic, baby, with my man and my money and my money and my man.
I have an old fashioned.
Ooh.
I didn't have simple syrup, so I used just a bit of sugar.
Why would you put simple syrup in an old fashioned?
That's what it called for.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I put a twist of lime.
Okay. If that's
and some bitters.
okay. Well, see, I don't like lime in my old fashioned. I only like it if my brother makes it because he's so like precise with everything. I like an orange peel. I like the sweet. I don't like the sour.
I didn't have an orange.
Oh, well then, whatever.
Bananas.
This shit is bananas. Speaking of bananas, oh my God, bro. Remember I was telling you last podcast about how this TikTok person got all like 6 million followers in 1 month? Gwen Stefani literally just discovered TikTok and that bitch is going off, bro. And the only reason I know is because she posts them on IG too. I'm telling you, bro. 2021 might be the year with 50 Foot Peaches just fucking TikToks, bro.
All those celebrities, they just like Jason Derulo.
Oh, but Jason Derulo kind of like was a pioneer of the shit for artists, not for TikTokers, but for artists. Don't you think? He's been doing this shit for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Like since COVID.
It just really chaps my hide that they just get on and they get verified, and then us regular schmegler people.
First of all, fuck the verification, bro. You know you can actually buy that little check mark?
Really?
Yeah. Fuck the verification. Don't pay attention to that.
But how much is that verification?
I don't know, bro. Like I've never me being like, I think I'm very highly of myself. I don't need to be verified by anybody, but you can buy that if like that means something to you. Obviously, it's not that cheap, bro. It's, it's not cheap, but you can buy a verification check, bro. That's nothing. My thing is like the actual streams, the views, that shit.
Yeah, I think I went into my analytics and it said that I don't qualify only because I'm 8 plus. I have to have 10,000 followers and 10,000 views within 30 days.
Bro, our Bodega Cats account on Instagram cannot be put as there's something similar that, and I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna put us in that category. We're podcasters, we're creators. And then yeah, they had like one of those little loopholes but you must. And I'm like, but we don't. So I guess we're not. That shit is bullshit, bro. Whatever the fuck, like, whatever you create, if it's fucking bomb and original, it doesn't fucking matter. So it's like, don't concentrate on, it's like us. If we literally every podcast or every time that we try to do this was like, we got to get those, you know how long we've been stuck on 61 subscribers on YouTube, which is super sad because we went up so high, so quick. And all of a sudden, like a whole year, it didn't even increase. It dropped, bro. We had like 64 and now we have 61 this whole year, last year. So if you focus on that shit, we would be producing shit. which, yeah, one and, you know, a couple of Saturdays we might be off or whatever. But nah, it's not the point, bro. The point is the content, not who it gives it, not, you know.
What happened?
I just heard something. Hold
Uh-oh.
on. Yeah. I'm going on, like, I feel like it's one of those Saturdays or Sundays actually that I will and I figure out a new term, because I don't want to keep using, you know me, I hate copying people. I don't want to keep using Kanye's visionary streams of consciousness. So I think that what I have is beautiful power rants. I don't want to get on a beautiful power rant right now. So let me calm down and tell you about fuck. There was so much, but listen, we're at an hour. Should we get to the shits? I mean,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened last week, bro? What the fuck happened? Like, where are we, bro? This is crazy.
I know. Twitter has banned Mr. Cheeto.
Cheeto. Hey, Twitter! Shout out to Twitter for acting correctly after fucking how many months? But, hey,
Forever.
but finally, right? People got killed. Democracy. People got killed. Democracy, capitalism, everything like almost fucking went to shit. But like, hey, Twitter. And all these other, because bro, did you see how many is Twitter, is Facebook, is Instagram, is Pinterest, is like Reddit? All these people finally like said like, oh, 15 days before motherfucker leaves, 15 days that he still has to like make this fucking country ratchet and like have fuckers like act up in the way, like, again, like these people are coming out of their fucking under their rocks and doing shit. Now you cancel this bitch ass fucker? All right, whatever, but okay.
Yeah, it's a dumpster fire.
It's a dumpster fire, bro.
That meme with the dumpster fire and walking away with the drink in hand, that is the perfect meme, I'm telling you.
For him, it's a perfect meme for him, because he literally is walking away from this dumpster fire he just created in every form.
And all these people have to just fix it. Like, we're going to have to fix that shit. We're going to have to fix everything for 4 years. And
yeah, it's going to take a lot more than 4 years because bro, more than fixing, and I've been realizing lately is that, remember we've had these conversations where before racist people were like hidden almost, you know, you had to hide your prejudice and your hate. And this Cheeto man literally made it to where it's okay to be a hateful cunt. So we were dealing with these people that were proud of being haters. And it became to the point where it's like, can we go back to you pretend that you can tolerate me? I literally want to go. And I know most people are like, no, we can't go back. No, we can't, like, because you've never lived in the shoes of a fucking trifecta minority. So if you're like a minority, you're like, let's just go back to the old times when you pretend like you tolerate me. Literally, bro, that's all I need. Let me live. Let me live. That's all I'm asking for. Nothing more. Just let me live. This shit is crazy, bro. How the fuck you have these motherfuckers? I'm gonna go on a beautiful, powerful rant. How do you have these motherfuckers, bro, just walk into this place and do the damage they did, bro?
This Cheeto dude, he said to storm the Capitol. Yeah. He said that, and there's some sick people out there, and I think
oh fuck, did you freeze? it started doing it. I'm like, bro, we're not done. But the last thing I heard you say was that you had just started speaking. So you had just said that these people something, or like you started speaking about the whole situation. Do you remember what you were saying? I was just about to text you.
I don't remember.
Well, I mean, this whole situation was bullshit, but like my things were like, first of all, they had like a curfew. They like 6 p.m. curfew sounds outrageous. Like 6 p.m. Holy fuck, bro! It was
In
3 or
Washington,
4.
D.C.?
It was
Yeah.
3 or 4 when they were like tearing shit down. So 6 p.m. couldn't come soon enough, bro. That shit was crazy. First of all, that like, and then they were coming on to after Pence. Not to mention, you know, like Pelosi, bro. The whole thing with Pelosi is like she might not be the best. Like you can't be, oh, Pelosi's the greatest, or like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? So I was telling my mom, can you imagine someone walking into her office or and just sitting there and like disrespecting that position, even if you don't like her, like how can you disrespect this? And my mom's like, well, I know someone that and she told me the story about someone that she was with, and they went to this museum in Mexico, and this person sat in the seat of this very, very, if not one of the most important Mexicans that we've had, you know, the Mexican that they basically it was Benito Juarez, who was the first president that was an Indian. So this was like monumental for Mexico to have a president that was indigenous. You know what I mean? So anyway,
Yeah.
so I was like, who? And my whole story was like, what? How did you, why would you let this? And she's like, I had no idea. Before I knew it, they're like, hey, take a picture of me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad you said that. But that was my whole point. I would have that same reaction, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You can't do that. You can't do that unless you hated a country. Let's say that we hate, and I'm just going to pick a country, Chile. Nah, I love Chile. Ecuador. I don't care about Ecuador. No, I know someone for Ecuador. I can't pick one. Let's just see like a country that we're like, we fucking hate you. We fucking hate you. And then we go and attack. And then we sit in that person. Like, okay, perfect. Let's say Germany when Hitler. And we go and attack. And we sit on Hitler's chair. Even then, I would tell you, bruh, don't do that. Don't do that. That, like, don't. For the photo op, don't do that. You know what I mean? Even that, I would be like, not like outraged, but like, don't fucking do that, bro. That's corny as shit. But for this motherfucker to do this, supposed to be this American patriot motherfucker, to disrespect the United States that way, that's gross, bro. These people are fucking gross. And then they're like so proud of them. Oh, they arrested 13 people. 13 fucking people? The FBI is asking for assistance when I have Twitter fucking friends who are coming up with the identity of these people. Like 13 people they arrested, bro. Can you imagine how many brown and black people would be dead right now, shot in the fucking face? And there's 13 people arrested as of now. Good for you, America. Like, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, it's so obscene of the, it's hypocritical. Like,
in what sense?
Americans talk about how they're so free, but then they have these people that, you know, have the Confederacy flag.
The Confederate flag flying in the fucking Capitol, bro.
I'm like, really? You're just a bunch of racist
They're a bunch of losers.
And like, did you see the people? That guy in a,
they're a bunch of losers. Like you were talking about earlier when we started the podcast about the fucking lady with the mace, like got mace in the face. They're a bunch of losers, bro.
That guy with the
horns,
hat, and then
he was the one that got arrested. If they didn't arrest that motherfucker, then I really know they're just playing with us, bro. They're just playing with us.
that lady was shot.
And I'll say, like Joe Biden said, rest in peace to that fucking hateful terrorist.
Yeah. If it was, BLM, they would have been like hosed and
Hosed? That was in the
hosed,
fucking 60s, bro. They would have been shot dead.
shot dead, hosed. Well, just with the Native Americans, like when they were protesting the pipeline, they got hosed in the middle of
Perfect
the
example,
winter.
bro.
Right.
Perfect example. You're right.
But since these people were white people, nothing happened to them. How many arrests were made?
13?
They fucking broke, and that was federal property. And those people did nothing, and they knew this was coming. Trump was talking about all these people coming
Send
to
them
the
there.
Capitol, and they did nothing.
Nope.
And if it was BML trying to come there, and they called them thugs and rioters, and they say 91% of the BML people were peaceful. They weren't breaking into shit, but all these Trump supporters, like, they were like storming, like, we were climbing over the fucking shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
They were thugs.
I couldn't even work on Tuesday when that happened. Like,
I think it was Wednesday, no?
No,
it was Tuesday. You're right. It was Tuesday.
Because the elections.
Yeah,
They
you're
were
right.
trying to count the electoral votes.
Well,
And
wasn't it January 6th? Yeah, it was January 6th
Yeah,
no, it was
that
the
was
6th.
Tuesday.
That was Wednesday, bro.
No, Tuesday.
That was Wednesday. It was white.
No,
It was the Three Wise
No.
Men Day.
it was Tuesday.
January 6th, Wednesday, the Three Wise Men Day. The day where America showed
No,
their true colors.
It was the 5th because they were doing the electoral vote count, and that's when they came.
The what count?
Electoral.
Okay. Electoral bolt. Electromagnetic bolt.
Electoral college. They had the picture of all the electoral votes. The electoral college.
What, like, hold on, Capitol Hall, riot, Capitol Hall riot.
They did that on the 6th because they were so-called protesting the count in Georgia.
Bro, on January 6, 2021, thousands of insurrectionists and rioters supporting United States, blah, 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 blah. Bro, are you drunk? It was January 6th.
That's what I said.
You keep telling me that it's the 5th, and I will send you this
No.
video. Okay, I'm going to post this video anyway. You're going to watch the podcast in a week, and you'll see what the fuck you said. You keep fucking saying it's Tuesday. I'm like, bro, it was January.
That's when the electoral college.
The Capitol fucking Hall riot and all that bullshit happened on Three Wise Men Day, January 6th, el Día de los Tres Reyes Magos, mija.
Oh.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to prove you wrong.
The 5th. That's when they stormed the Capitol.
It was the 6th, homie. Oh my God.
No.
It was Wednesday the 6th.
No, it wasn't.
Bro.
They did it on the 5th because that's when they were counting.
All right.
That's when, and Congress was.
All right, bro. That's fine. Let's move on.
I'm telling you.
You're
I'm
telling
right.
me and you're wrong, but it's fine. We always say wrong things on the podcast.
Wrong.
Anyway,
You're wrong.
Whenever it happened, don't matter. It happened, bro. It happened last week, and we had a fucking evacuation, like fucking Civil War type of situation. Protest? Is it protest? Like, get out of here, fucking protest. Like, versus, like you said, BLM is like fucking bullshit. The curfew at 6 to show that it was like, that shit was like the way that they told protesters with the BLM curfew is at 8 p.m. Nah, these motherfuckers, they gave it 6 p.m. and then the fucking shit that they got to go home. that cops and Trump and everybody was just like, just go home peacefully, and they got to go home peacefully. That shit like really bugs me, because protesters who were there too, like for the BLM and everything, like I said, either I sent you some stuff or I sent you information about when they were protesting the healthcare situation back when they were going to take Obamacare. Those were like 60% of the people protesting were disabled people. And that shit, they got dragged, bro. When I say dragged, I mean that they grabbed them by their hands and feet and they dragged them out of the fucking Capitol for protesting healthcare peacefully. BLM protesting peacefully. If they give them a curfew at 8, they start fucking shooting them at fucking 5 p.m. and shit. You know what I mean? They give these motherfuckers a curfew of 6 p.m. and they get to go home after what they did. Like 5 people died, bro. That's fucking crazy. And yes, this lady died. Have you seen the video when she gets shot?
No.
My God, bro. Whoever get, like, if you ever, a family member tries to like take this to court, bruh, they have no chance. Like the video, it's scary, bro, what they're doing. It's scary. They're literally, bro, there's 4 officers or securities or whatever the fuck they are in front of these doors. And this riot is on them, yelling at them in their faces. You can hear in the audio, fuck the blue, fuck the blue. They're like yelling in their faces. These 4 cops are just standing there. These fucking thugs are punching, bro. Like punching, like these cops are like literally standing and they're punching like by their ear, breaking the windows. So finally somebody directed them to move out of the way because they're not going to be able to do anything. At the moment that these 4 cops leave on the side because they're bringing the riot, people, the riot police, these fuckers throw a fucking crazy, like they're just trying to break the fucking doors. So then an officer or somebody on the other side pulls a gun and they're like, gun, gun, gun. And they stop for like literally 5 seconds, bro. And then they come back up and start doing the same shit. You know why? Because they realize I'm white. They will never shoot me because I'm not doing anything wrong. So fucking entitled and privileged. So they kept going and breaking the doors. This bitch decides to go in through the fucking broken glass and she gets shot. I'm surprised that how the fuck, and sounds like hate, and I know us brown and black people are having the same fucking, we don't want to say it out loud. How the fuck did only one person get shot? Like we have all these black people that are getting shot when they're walking into their fucking house. And you shoot one person bro, these scenes, and the more that we're looking at with, the more footage that has been out there, these scenes are scary, bro. It's fucking scary. One of the ladies, a congressperson that worked there, it was on the news that she told her husband the night before, this is where my, what's it called? My will is, just in case, because tomorrow's going to be crazy. If that lady had enough information to tell her husband, this is where my will is, just in case, how the fuck didn't we not have more people involved to make sure this wouldn't happen, bro?
Yeah. There's media coverage where the BML, when they went to Congress, there was militia already
on every step. Did you see?
And they knew Trump has been telling his people to go to the Capitol for months, and nothing was done. And they keep saying that, they knew this, but like the White House police were overcome. Like, didn't they know this would happen? Did they think?
Of course they did. Didn't you see the footage of some of the police opening the gates?
That's why Twitter and all these social media is like, this dude they're finally realizing that this dude is a psychopath.
That whole thing is bullshit. They're just trying to save face. But but did you see that what you just said was that, fuck, you just said something. Anyway, This is bullshit, bro. This is fucking bullshit. Oh, didn't you see all the images of the cop? Well, the cop taking a selfie, the three
Yeah.
cops opening the gates, the one cop telling people, come on, come on, come on. This was set up, bro. This was planned. This
Oh
was
yeah,
planned.
that's why Big Cheeto fuckface is not attending the inauguration because he's embarrassed because I don't know, he thought this was gonna be dignic. Yeah,
You really think that's why he's not attending?
he's
Come on, bro.
well. There's more.
That's a clear fucking sign of like, I'm not going.
Because
No, bro.
once the
No, bro.
inauguration,
He's saying I'm
he's
not
going to jail. I'm
regardless of that. He's saying I'm not going to the inauguration. Do what you
Because
No, bro. He's saying I'm not going to the inauguration. Do what you want. He's literally telling his people, these same fuckers that did this, he's telling them that. So that's scary. They better have fucking extra security for Kamala, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because they're gonna be people are gonna storm and fucking shoot his fucking ass.
It's gonna be scary, bro.
Yeah.
They better have like super like all I'm saying is protect Kamala, bro. That's all I'm saying. Because I mean, I'm hoping Biden already they know, but like, bro, like him saying he's not going, it's not just his ego. It's not just like, bro, it's a reason. It's because then his people can't do anything if he's present and if he's there. If he's not there, look what the fuck they do. Fucking Pence was there and they almost fucking they were like a fucking what's it called? Like when those animals are like something pee when animals like a bunch of like either bisons or whatever like they run together like that, that's a stampede. It's like a stampede can't happen, which is what happened with these fucking idiots. They literally, all of them were like, send in the idiots. And it's like, you know, of course the lady goes, gets shot. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck do you expect? You go like as a stampede, right? Of like animals going like that. Some of you are going to get hurt, especially the ones at the front. That's why in the military, they always send the brown and black people first, bro, because they want us to get killed. And then the whites come in with the airplanes and everything and save the day. And America's like, yeah, the U.S. Anyway, my whole point is just the same thing. Like he's saying he's not going as a sign of like, do your worst. I'm not going, so it's okay. You can kill and murder, stampede, whatever. That's scary, bro. Him saying is not going is fucking scary, bro. This motherfucker, like, at this point, we have to realize is he has an army. And that shit is scary because if you would say like he has an army, I'm like, bro, you saw Black Lives Matters like fucking protests. You saw like how many of us like whatever, fuck you guys. We just showed you an election. We're more and we're stronger. But no, bro, the scary part is that his army doesn't get hit. They're bulletproof. Oh, one lady got shot. Again, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but come the fuck on. Do you know how many black people would have died? One lady got shot.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
They're counting on the fact that they don't kill these
they got pulled over for a broken headlight and then got shot.
Oh, the lady that made a U-turn. She made a U-turn. Got shot in the face.
They had candy and they thought he had a gun or
the scary cell phone. The scary cell phone. Bow. You're dead. You fall asleep. You fall asleep at a fucking Wendy's. Pow. You're dead. You're walking into your house. Pow. You're dead.
Supposedly had a fraudulent check. And he got
$20 fraudulent fucking bill.
Neck. You know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about George Floyd. Fraudulent $20 bill. Ooh, get dead. Broad deadline on camera.
And then when
deadline,
they're like, "Well, he was a criminal." I'm like, "How is he a criminal?"
Okay, well then let's judge homegirl.
He deserved to die because
Absolutely not. They always do that with black people, bro. Like what? That's the whole Chris Rock thing. Sprinkle some crack on it. Sprinkle some crack on it.
I'm totally agreeing with you.
No, I'm just saying, bro, that it's more
hypocrisy. And look what they did to slaves. They denied them they couldn't read, but they still were smarter than the average white person, but that made the white person mad, and so they denied them. They said, okay, you're free, but you don't have any resources or we're not going to allow you housing or a job or anything of value. So if you need to eat, you have to steal. But then they started the prisons, and most black people and brown people are in prison. I mean, yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Bruh, that whole fucking shit was like, instead of MAGA, they're fucking MACA. Make American Confederate again. Fucking assholes.
Those motherfuckers, I just want to take AK-7 and just shoot those racist motherfuckers. But it's scary because there are so many of them that storm the Capitol because this motherfucker said, come to the Capitol. And
that's what I'm telling you, that it's not scary because they're not more than us. The scary thing is that we will get shot. They won't. And when I say we, I include you, because this is true. You know that. The moment that you agree with us, the moment that you're like, you guys are wrong, you are one of us and you're going to get shot. Like if you are at a protest, if you and I, let's just say Black Lives Matter protest, we're going to get shot and we're not black. The same thing is like, we will be considered that group where we have nothing, bro. We have nothing. Even if when we have, you saw like, this is really pissed me off. You saw a couple fucking white motherfuckers walking in with their hands up. Shut the fuck up. In front of them, there were people so fucking aggressive that for you to be like, can you imagine having 5 black guys just fucking coming at you like they're gonna beat the fuck out of you, but then there's one behind them with their hands up? We don't want no trouble, bro. Are you gonna feel at ease? So it's like, don't fucking show me your hands up like you're trying to prove like a fucking point when you're a fucking cunt idiot that doesn't realize or realizes actually that you can do whatever you want. You can shit on the fucking Capitol Hall and you're still gonna have your vote the next year. You're still gonna have your fucking freedom. You're still gonna have your fucking record. You don't understand that we won't. Like, we won't. So for the people that are like, oh, well, it's over, 13 people got arrested. No, that's not cool. That's not cool, bro. To me, I was so sad. And maybe that was the part of the reason why I got super depressed and I had like issues this weekend. It made me really sad to think that this whole year, I thought that what I've been telling you, racism, prejudice, hate was under a rock. And this man allowed it to be like, nah, it's cool. But this showed us that even though it's out and it's taped and it's in everybody's face, nobody cares, bro. And that's what made me sad. We thought we were fighting for a cause. Why are we fighting when nobody fucking cares, bro? You know what I mean? It's like I'm telling you, like they can do this and they get to go home. And what 13 people will be arrested. Black Lives Matter, how many will be dead? And the reason why the protest is because you already killed people. Do you see the insanity and hypocrisy of this shit? This is fucking bullshit, bro. This is some fucking bullshit.
All those people that were supposedly hung, and then they said it was just suicide.
The guy that committed suicide with the backpack on and he had a shot in his back, but he hung himself. Okay.
the black people are like, look, we're not gonna commit suicide and hang ourselves from a tree. Like, that's like, come on. That is totally white supremacists doing shit. And those motherfuckers, oh, I hate those racist bastards. And that's why I'm like, I wish I wasn't white because of those fucking bastards.
But
And
no, don't say that. You're not one of those people. You saw
I
those
know.
ugly fucking ratchet redneck piece of shit, fucking uneducated fucks, uncouth. Like literally, the definition of uncouth was what was, climbing up those walls. Like
Yep.
that's just some fucking classless, no patriotism, no fucking backbone, just like a squid. The squid, is that like sea
And
animal?
when they sent that note to Nancy Pelosi,
They didn't send it. That fucker that laid on her fucking desk
yeah,
with
and
his
sent
feet
that
on her
note.
desk, wrote that shit, and then stole an envelope from her desk. And then when CNN cameras were like, because they should already know. This is how idiotic and stupid and fucking dumb these people are. Giving interviews, bro. The guy that held the lady before she died, have you seen that interview? It was on TYT. He's all like, yeah, we just went in there peacefully, and then they shot her, and then she might be dead. I don't know. I have her blood in my hands. And like, well, what did you do? Well, we were breaking the windows and trying to break in, but once we went in, we told them we don't want no problem, and then they shot her. So can you see how bad things are in America? Bro, if you don't understand how stupid you are, like,
it's a federal
kill
building.
yourself, bro. Like, you are a moron.
Did you see the pictures of the guns drawn, and they had barricades, and then the people they were like, had gas masks ready for them to be gas masks, but they were going to be protected. Yeah.
Listen, like we have types of jobs when we've been in situations where, like, I don't know what to call them, like a fucking, the best term that I can come up with, and this is just me, is like a fancy office term where, like, we're in conferences or like certain situations where things are like, we're around people that are, I don't want to say important, but you know what I mean, like secretaries of state, certain fucking people, right? And it's like, we know how to act. Can you imagine being in a meeting, one of these meetings that neither you and I want to go, because you got to get dressed up for it, you got to, like, act a certain way, you can't chew with your mouth, the whole thing, right? Can you imagine being in one of those situations when you're at work and you have this meeting or conference or something, and then, oh, they're storming in and a riot is storming in? Oh my fucking God. If I would have like a license to carry, I would pull out my weapon in a fucking heartbeat, bro. And I would shoot if somebody comes. Can you imagine that motherfucker with the horns coming in the door and shit? Oh my fucking God. Pow, 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 pow in your face, bro. So not only what happened, I don't think we'll grasp the full whole whatever happened until like years later, because the trauma that even these people went through, bro, that shit is sick, bro. You're there like just minding your own business. This lady, she hid in an office, they broke in, and this guy started pissing in the office. Bro, this is like third world country type of shit, bro.
Yeah, it's so,
and not because like actually my apologies to third world countries, because they might not, like, it's not, a lot of fucking shit is like at stake or whatever.
Even that shit doesn't happen in third world countries.
It's just like some fucking combination of like a third world country with some uneducated shit, with some Bill Hilly fucking ratchetness, put it in a pot, melted it. These motherfuckers came out of that and did this. This shit is ratchet, bro. How the fuck can you call yourself an American when you act like this, you piece of shit? Nothing.
Yeah, it just reminds me of when Hitler became powerful, and we were so close to that. I think that's exactly how Hitler became powerful. If you see all the propaganda that he used, it's the same as what this
You got it.
president used. And we're so close. Like, and I think half the country is divided. Like half the country believed that this person was gonna make America great. And I think more than half the people now are like, no, because you
Yeah.
can't fool all the people all the time. And even if you blame it on the media is just
Blaming
you
shit
know
on the media is blaming things on a movie. Come on,
you
bro.
know
You're smart enough.
they just report on what he says.
But bro, we're
Like
smart enough, we're privileged
just
enough to have different outlets out there. So if you're just watching Fox News or if you're just watching CNN, that's your dumbass. That's your dumbass.
yeah.
You're a fucking idiot.
And there's so much news media that if you just watch one news media or just dominated by
Can you imagine people only listen to the Bodega Cats for their entertainment news? Can you imagine what they would get? I just recently heard a podcast where they were talking so much shit about Wonder Woman, bro. So much that it made me feel bad, and I want to take it back, and I want to be like, it wasn't that bad. They shitted on her. They called her a Karen. They called her the Karen. She's the Karen superhero. She's the Karen superhero. It was bad, bro. The review they gave her was bad.
It's like information overload.
So can you imagine if you only get your information from us or from them people? Or like you gotta be smart enough. But no, bro, the whole point is just that those people are not there. Unfortunately I've among my private circles, I've said it all the time. These are ignorant motherfuckers, but the moment you say that, they get all defensive and they want to fucking rape you and kill you. But it is what it is,
Hey,
bro.
I just want to shout out to Deb Hadlin for help being on Biden's team. She's the first Native American to what's her title? The Secretary of Interior.
Oh, okay. I was gonna like, ooh, bro, you got me there. But like, hey, shout out 100%, most definitely.
Isn't that the first Native American to help Native Americans with native lands and
not to be like sad or bring it back to the fucking, but bro, this podcast, there's no way we can just keep it happy because oh
Powerball, fireball. I mean,
but there's no way we can keep it cool. But like, bro, like, let's think about this, bro. So this country is of the Native Americans, right? She's the first Native American to hold this position in Georgia. What's his name? Osfa. I can't. He just won. First Black person elected is to that position, bro. We're ratchet, bro. And I include myself because when people are like, "Oh, you talk a lot of shit about America," I'm American, bro. I became a fucking American citizen, fair and square. If you guys can take the fucking, and I heard, I guess, not I heard, like, don't say like, oh, 54 Piece just said that. No. Trump made the test for citizenship harder. So listen, bring me the test and I will practice and I will pass it. But I became an American fair and square. So I'm an American, and I'm a fucking passionate person to the point that I'm patriot as fuck when it comes to Mexico, but I'm a Mexican American, I consider myself. So I'm a patriot. You know what I mean? So it's like, anyway, I don't know what I was saying, bro. I'm like,
well, no, those Black Americans that fought in Vietnam and they came back and they were still segregated motherfuckers. They fought for our country and they're still treated like fucking shit. So fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck those people that segregated the shit. I mean, they fought for our country, motherfuckers. They fought and then they are still segregated in camps, and that's fucking bullshit.
it is
like,
bullshit, bro. This whole this shit
white
is
people,
bullshit.
bullshit. White people would not put up with this shit. And
Because white people shoot before they ask questions. But bro, I gotta take a piss real quick. Are you okay? Yeah, it sounds like I only have 30 minutes left of the racing.
so
You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening to us, IO Cats and Kittens. A reminder that if you would like to send a tip to your favorite bartenders, cats, empaths, titaniums, wonderful co-host, friends, drinking buddies, ladies, go ahead and go to Cash App and send your tip to $ Bodega Cats. Anyway, back to the show. Shout out to Georgia. They did their thing, and good. That shit was good.
Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, Stacey Abrams.
Rock.
Make me want to move over there and shit. But anyway, no, fuck no. Too much going on. What else? Just like some fun, let's change it to some something more less tragic, bro. We can't get away from it. I know. We're going to be dealing with that shit. Now we know. Remember I told you, I don't know if it was last podcast or the podcast before that, let's wait until March when we can start saying we might be getting through things, because right now, bro, we ain't getting through shit. Again, I noticed my little fucking thingy here. Again, IO Cats and Kittens that you just joined. I do not have a venereal disease. I have anxiety, and I've been biting my lips. Had a fucking episode last night. So you're welcome for me opening up and being vulnerable and telling you my stories. And don't judge me, motherfuckers. Second of all,
I have acne.
Hey, adult acne is a thing, man.
Yeah, I have so many blemishes. I have to wear makeup. So
speaking of adult acne, did you see the Weeknd's video? Just kidding. Had nothing to do with adult acne, but it has to do with plastic surgery.
yeah.
So did you see that shit, bro?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it, bro. So you know how all 2021 he was walking around with bandages? The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Well, in the new video, he's like Michael Jackson'd up, bro. He has new cheekbones and new nose. So I guess talk about performers, bro. That's why that's my goal. That I have become a performer, and now when people come up to me and be like, "Oh, you said this on the podcast," did I? Or did my performer self said it?
Oh, isn't he performing on the Super Bowl or something? Yeah. So yeah, he's prepping for big shit.
Oh yeah, I like that motherfucker. But on another entertainment gossip farandula news,
entertainment.
Did you see the preview for that movie, The Lockdown? It's the first movie that's about the pandemic.
No, I just watched I Am Legend.
Well, yeah, I Am Legend was made before in like a scenario that they thought would never happen in this country. But like, so The Lockdown is a movie that's gonna come out, I don't know when, I think in the next month or so. And it's the first movie about how, the pandemic affected the US. So if you see the preview is with Anne Hathaway, and I forgot the gentleman's name, it's a black actor. But the preview first starts like, ugh, why do we want to watch this? Because we lived it. But then it has to switcheroo, like kind of like Ocean's 11 type of switcheroo. And so
Ooh.
it looks kind of like it's going to be cool. It's not going to be 100% about the pandemic. It takes place during this time, but it's not about that. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of looking forward to see that shit. Like it's The Lockdown. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
go ahead. Sorry.
have you seen? I don't know if you watch Grey's Anatomy.
Mm.
Well, it's
So tell me
depressing.
about it. Oh God, no.
Depressing because
There's like
it was,
fucking 57 seasons and shit.
no, it just shows like the real situation that's happening in hospitals.
Oh, so
And
they're making episodes about the current situation?
yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
it's like the whole hospital is like COVID, and the main character,
Do they still
um,
they have Dr. McDreamy or no?
well, he's in dreams with the main
Mm.
character.
That girl that
And
looks like a cute puppy?
he,
The
yeah, the
blonde.
main actor.
I don't know. There's
She,
this blonde. She looks like the cutest puppy in the world.
she owns the hospital basically, and
Oh.
she gets COVID, and she's.
Hey, let me is this a new episode?
It's been going on for.
Okay, just disclaimer, Isle Cats and Kittens, have you not seen this new season of Grey's Anatomy, Larissa's gonna tell us something. Okay, go ahead,
No,
No, go ahead,
going
Larissa. I don't know if yours is spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Spoiler alert, Isle Cats and Kittens, spoiler
Well,
alert.
well, they just show how hospitals deal with, like, this one dude came in and they checked his temperature, and he's like, he's a white dude, and he's like, well, I don't want an Asian doctor. And they're like, well, motherfucker, you can go back to the parking lot and go home. Because, yeah.
The fear.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when after 9/11, when that dude told me to go back to Afghanistan, remember?
Yes.
They got the fear of the people and they see it everywhere. It's like, oh man, there was another huge thing that when you see or hear something, you're like, oh my God. I think white people call it aha moments. I think you'll call it that. And it's not that an aha moment. It's just more like, damn. It's like, let me see if I have an explosion. Hold on.
The main character gets COVID.
Okay.
And then she has dreams of, McDreamy of, like, because she's like in the after.
Is the main character still the blonde with the puppy face?
Yeah, okay. Meredith.
I don't know her name, bro. I've never seen this show. I'll be like my cocky self. I'll be honest with you. I applied to be an extra and they called me. I couldn't do it. That's as much as I know about Grey's Anatomy. Bless you.
I know that the Latina person.
Oh, there's a Latina in there? Bless you, homie.
Well, the person that produced it is a Black woman.
Okay. Oh, wow, because the producer is the one that puts the money.
Yeah, what's her name?
Tyler Perry?
No. Rhonda.
Sykes?
No.
That's Wanda anyway.
I can't remember.
It's like
Rhonda.
all the Black people you know. Holly Berry? Michelle Obama?
Shut up.
Hey, I gotta tell you something funny. So we had a video that we were gonna show. I won't even let's just say that this way. I'm not even gonna fucking give you the whole picture. And then I was just like, we're going to try to show this and diversity and blah, 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 and this and that. And this is Black woman having this conversation. And as soon as I click play, bro, let me just give you the scenario. A Black woman, not petite, but not voluptuous, right? Bald, Black woman, beautiful, in her early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. And we're talking about diversity and this and that. And then literally I'm among 5 people, bro, and we're developing something. And this lady's first thing is like, is that Michelle Obama? I was like, should we scratch this and start from the beginning? You're fucking kidding me? And I know we're like among a bunch of Hispanics, and that's my problem when Latinos were like, think they're fighting for their rights. And this is something that, we're not supposed to say. But we think we're fighting for our rights, but we're not fighting for others. So how the fuck are we supposed to survive? Do you know what I mean? So when someone like this situation happens, I'm like, how are we supposed to survive when you won't even fucking... Oh, bro, like clearly that is not Michelle Obama. And I'm telling you that I'm showing you a video about diversity and this woman's going to say something. So it just brings it back to the whole thing when people think that, oh, I'm just like Mexican versus this. No, bro. Mexicans are hateful towards me because I'm a lesbian. You know what I mean? In the same fucking scenario of what I'm talking about, like this happened in a fucking 2-hour fucking thing. I'm always questioned about like, am I married? Why don't I have kids? And it's already like, why? Somebody even like, I was telling my brother, I was talking to someone that's super sweet and everything. It's a nice person, but she tells me this, they're gay, like they had their little hair, like you. I'm like, what? So ever since then, bro, whenever I get a haircut or anything, I think about like, oh, I got my little hair, my little lesbian hair going on, you know what I mean? But it's like, even among my people, there's hate. Like everybody has hate, bro. We're not all like safe from it. You know what I mean? But it's like
Shonda Rhimes is the producer.
Shonda Rhimes. Yeah, Shonda Rhimes. Okay.
Jesse Williams, Ellen Pompeo.
Oh, she's the one that looks like a puppy.
And then Patrick Dempsey, but he was killed off.
He's McDreamy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Katherine Heigl.
Oh God, fuck that whore. Fucking terrible.
Sandra Oh.
Sandra Oh's a shit.
But
shout out to Sandra Oh. Hey. I love me some Sandra Oh, bro.
They killed her off.
Bro, okay, wait. Stop.
Okay.
I just told you somebody wants me to watch this with her. You literally just told me Sandra Oh gets killed?
She hasn't. No, she's not killed, but she moved to a different.
Okay, bro. All right, bro. I have never watched this, and it's like, I've never watched Harry Potter. I'll tell you what happened. I had a date. When did the first Harry Potter come out? It must have been like fucking 2001 or 2, right?
I remember when I was teaching and all the little 4-year-olds were like into. Yeah, it was
years ago, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember I was going out with this ratchet ass bitch that would only call me when she didn't have any gas.
20 years ago.
Yeah. So she's like, she was ratchet. And this is another thing that after we get 100 followers, I'll talk about her. I don't give a shit. That's the thing I was thinking, like back at, like, I've talked about several people that I can feel like the people that I've talked about are really nice people. So I know that they will just come up to me and be like, how dare you said our story? But I'm like, I didn't say your name. So the moment that you bring it up, people will know it's you. Is that what you want? Or do you want them to think that it's one of the other ratchets that I slept with? So let it go. You know what I mean? So all the women that I've talked to so far in the podcast are nice girls. But Oh, I have a lot to say about the bad girls. But anyway, what was the point? Sandra Oh. Have you ever seen
No,
Sidewinders?
what?
Is it Sidewinders? Sidewinders? It's a movie about wine. I love that movie. It's with Sandra Oh. Let me see.
Yeah, and it's called Sideways or something.
Sideways, you're right.
And they
Sidewinders.
go and
I said
chase the
Sidewinders. Yeah, Sideways, bro. That's a fucking good movie, bro. And the
Yes,
homie, isn't
but-
homie like the dude? Nah, he's not the dude. I love that dude. So you know the dude from the movie, what's it called? Dude? The dude? You know the dude. Bruh, you know the dude. Oh. The dude.
Slapping the bass?
No, the dude. The Big Lebowski, bro. The dude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The guy that's in the movie looks like the dude, you know? So that's why I liked it. Because I was like, is that the dude? And then homie that I liked. And then eventually Sandra Oh comes in the movie. And I'm like, this movie is so slow paced and so good. There's one of those movies that you're like, you want to show someone like, oh, this movie is great. And then the first 30 minutes, they're all like, I'm like, crazy. Because this movie's great, bro. I love Sideways.
Well, in the movie, Callie, in Grey's Anatomy, Callie, Sarah Ramirez, she's from Sinaloa, Mexico.
Sinaloa, where the cartel is at. Pow, 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 pow. Just kidding.
She was, Blade loved her because she was like a big, she's like 5'9", and
Oh,
just-
whoa. That's why she went to the U.S. because nobody would love her in Mexico. Ah!
but no, she was like the first,
Just
like,
kidding, tall girls.
she was the first
We
like
like him petite.
lesbian. She was a lesbian, and she was
She a
partner-
lesbian in real life, or her character was lesbian?
I don't know in the character. She was partnered with this chick called. She was from California, and she lost her leg
This is in the show, right?
in the show.
Okay, I'm ready to
Right.
criticize it now. Now I want to watch it, bro. You put a lesbian in there, and now I want to watch it and criticize it. You're telling me
her
she's
name-
a fucking
Alex.
Hispanic?
Sarah Ramirez is her real name.
I
She's hot. She's like a
want to
She's
watch it
not
even
like-
more.
not like a petite kind of person.
No, I don't
She's
want
like
to.
she's a 5'9"
Oh,
you know, kind of.
I've only
curvy.
dated one 5'9"
Curvy.
person in my life.
She's curvy. 5'9" and curvy. Not petite like all those white chicks. So
Ooh, 5'9" and curvy I can handle. But anyway,
Well,
that was
Blade-
back in the day. I'm old now.
Blade was like in love with her when I made him watch Grey's Anatomy.
You gotta send me her name because I gotta look at her, or I'll look her up.
Okay.
But anyway,
Well, it's been
um,
like 2 hours, so I think we're enough.
yeah, we're good. Weekend had surgery. Dr. Fauci was in the JBP. The lockdown with Anne Hathaway. My no-name team made it, and last night I thought, we would have some good news for today, but no. But I'm still so proud. The no-name team, we made it here. We made Tom Brady fucking sweat. That shit was nice. You know what this weekend brought to me? There's a couple of people in sports that I hate. And I don't mean to hate you guys. I'm sorry. Everybody says that you're good people and you're like amazing people as a person and blah, blah, blah. But I hate you. And that is LeBron James and actually Tom Brady is another one. I just hate how much people are on their dicks. Like, calm the fuck down. You know what I mean? It's like now people are on Jordan's dick now. But back in the day, they weren't as much. You know what I mean? Now they're like worship these people, and it bugs me. So it bugs me to the point where I'm just like, ugh, every time I see them, I almost want to watch their game just to see them lose. So what happened this weekend for me, Larisi, was that my teams almost, and I know people would say like almost doesn't mean shit. You still lost. Whatever, bitch. When you're going against what you motherfuckers call the best, and I'm like, no, they're not. And we almost beat you, and we made you sweat. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. When I saw fucking the Bulls against the Lakers, and they beat us by 2 points. Okay, fuck you. Like you're done anyway. Like this is your last season. Fuck you. Whatever. And then my no-name team going against the GOAT, Tom Brady, as everybody refers to him, right? Whatever. I know the stats. I know the motherfucker has done what he's done. However, my no-name team making him sweat to the point that he thought he might lose. Bro, this was a great weekend for me. This was great. I'm like,
yeah.
It goes to show that I get better with age. Everything about me. I've always used to say when I was in my 20s, I'm like red wine. I get better with age. And everybody used to laugh at me. I know why they laugh, because I was wrong. I'm not red wine. I'm whiskey, bro. I'm still in the barrel. You better motherfuckers better they don't open me up soon. Because once they do, you all gotta learn today. They're gonna pour all over you.
I'm like some fucking aged barrel fucking whiskey in the barrel being cultivated and fucking, refined and
cultivated. I liked.
That's me. I'm in a barrel and I may look like a barrel, but that barrel tastes good.
I saw the movie Ma before we potted today.
Oh my God. I've seen that movie.
Everybody said that it was shit. I thought it was all right.
It was funny.
I wish I would have seen it at dark. Like it was funny and it was good enough to like at the end, I was just like, oh my God, no. If I get there, like I'm about to watch, you remember Us?
Yes.
I think I should. I need to watch something like after Ma today. I'm like, that shit was good, bro. Like I wish I would have gone to the theaters to seen it, But anyway, we have come to the end of the pod.
Come to the end of civilization.
Larisi and I are drunk enough to stop partying. However,
here to go to sleep,
and the world won't stop. You all keep being ratchet non-stop. You all keep doing things all day.
Bastards.
Racism is at its peak.
Oh!
And everybody is just asleep. Whenever we say it, we fucking speak. But all you motherfuckers are just a tweet.
And Women power.
You don't even know what the fuck can come out of this fucking podcast. The Bodega Cats.
Forever.
With 54 peaches.
And Larisi. Forever.
We are the Bodega Cats. And you never know what's going to come out of this. So keep listening. Keep tipping.
And like and subscribe.
Subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, I don't give a shit. Just tip us. And I eventually, like Larisi wants to, I'll eventually buy your subscriptions. I will buy that check mark eventually. Once I get super fucking, if it really gets to me. But you know, my ego will prevent me from doing it. But anyway, Larisi, you're drunk as fuck. I want to get drunk as fuck. Yeah.
I'm not drunk. I'm sober.
Tell us a story.
Fuck you.
I love you, homie. We might switch to Sundays, you guys. Sunday's a fun day, apparently. I think the reason why we didn't do Sundays before is because of football, but fuck football when we're here. What you get is what's coming from the dome. And if you don't like it, then you better go home alone. And if you question it, then you don't even know that you're on your own.
You don't even know.
Bro, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll today. I'm gonna roll.
Bro.
Everybody be quiet. I'm just kidding. No, I won't give you this gem.
No,
I'm tired of giving you guys gems.
Listen for the gems, and motherfucker.
And also subscribe and follow and like and tip us on Cash App.
Like us, comment, no bots, please.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Put that bot shit. Tell me what it means. Tell me what you're trying to say.
The Russians.
Fucking weirdos. Fucking weirdos. I love you too, but it allows a lot of weirdos, bro. You guys are weird. But anyway, we love you guys.
People like us, just say, hey, I like what you say, your comfort, your just one word, or just a thumbs up, or anything positive that says that you're listening to us. Don't be haters, okay?
And if you are, fuck you. But anyway, we are the Bodega Cats. I am 54 Peaches.
I'm Larizi.
Hey.